We're here at the Vim Tools booth at the SEMA Show, and what we have here are 3 new tools that they have. This is very interesting. This is a tire repair kit, obviously, to put in your tire plugs. And so you're going to hook this to your air hammer, be able to drive those in, much easier than trying to push those T-handles in. And then also you can even use it to put in the plug as well. Very handy sets to have and easy to use with your air hammer. We also have this right here for your dual drive sockets. Very handy, it's indexable, so you can use this straight in your ratcheting design, and you see it's using the dual drive sockets. So you can use these with a ratchet or with this wrench, and flex head design as well, directional obviously, and you can index this in multiple locations, or you can just leave it free and then use it as a kind of an offset ratchet as well. So very handy there. And then you see the nano sizing here. They have this in 3/8 as well as 1/4 inch. It's also an indexing head, flex head, and you can hook it up to, in this case, this is their locking 1/4 inch extension, or I can unlock it, but put whatever extension you want to on there for your ratchet helper. So 3 new tools from Vim Tools. Check it out. We're here at the Milwaukee booth at the SEMA Show looking at the new M12 Fuel subcompact impact wrench, just kind of showing you the ability with the size of the subcompact unit to be able to get in tight spots, whether it be under a hood, in suspension areas. This is very common nowadays. Other impact wrenches, even other Milwaukee impact wrenches, won't seem to be able to get in and get that nut. However, the new subcompact, you can see I've got 3 different power modes there, up to 225 foot-pounds, so still enough power to break that free and to be able to get in there with the size of this unit. Really small unit, but still plenty of power. 225 foot-pounds in the 3/8, and you can get it in the 1/4 inch at 100 foot-pounds as well. These are the new triple square bits from Grip Edge, and these have the RPT technology. Now, at first glance, it looks like any old regular triple square, right? There's 12 points on there. Well, if you kind of take a look at this, this is a regular triple square. Again, 12 points, and this is a triple square with RPT technology. So if you take a closer look here, you can tell how this is rounded out right here. This is a nice sturdy groove, and what this is allowing, and the beveled edge, is to allow each side to get more of a kind of a 2-piece bite on the fastener, increasing the grip on that fastener. And these are new low profile bits with that technology that gives you the ability to obviously use that with a socket, and if you need an even closer profile. And by the way, this is a new Grip Edge wrench that'll be coming out next year sometime. Now look at the low profile design on that triple square bit that allow you to get into those really tight areas, especially those Audis, and be able to back out those fasteners or to replace those fasteners. Now these are available now, $169 for the kit. We're here at the SEMA Show at the Gearwrench booth, and this is their Mega Mod 1268 piece set. So starting from over here, even down here, we're talking about a workstation. We're talking about the shop stool, tractor seat on there, and then all of these tools, and then even down here into the work cart or the service cart, that's included as well. And then all of these tools in the wall, torque wrench, all of these socket sets, ratchet sets, wrenches, all labeled in their own foam trays. So you're never gonna lose that tool again. You shouldn't anyway. But all the way over into pliers, into screwdrivers, 1/4 inch sockets, impact sockets, chrome sockets, you name it. And all of these that you're seeing here is right here in this box. You can see every tray is slap full of these tools. Again, easy to see. Pull them out, pull the tool out you need, and then when you send your helper back to put it back in the box, they know exactly where it goes. And I'm talking about even specialty tools are right here in this kit. Every drawer, almost slap full of chrome, impact sockets, you name it. Wrenches, and then getting over into the side drawers, more wrenches. So imagine buying a set that you don't have to think about the organization any longer. And we're talking about this complete set, lifetime warranty on all the tools, 3-year warranty on the box, and less than $16,000. All right, so something brand new from Flex. We know the stack pack system, right? An excellent modular storage system that goes on the road with you, goes in the shop with you, and you can fill it out however you like. But in addition to stack pack, what we've got now is the track lock system, as you can see on this wall. And by the way, take away the power tools and take away the radio and take away some of the accoutrement here. Less than $1,000, everything you see here. And that's what you get, is all this modularity, all this storage capability, things like these power tool holders, polisher holders like this, where you got metal integrated with the plastic. You've got 2 buttons right here to lift this off. And every one of these attachment points, every one of these hooks, every one of these holders will hold 75 pounds. So no problem throwing your corded polishers up here with the cord, as you can see right here. So pretty cool. The hooks are integrated into here where you can wrap your cords, or if they're battery power tools, no problem with the battery, throw these on here. And then getting into the hooks, all sorts of different hooks, paper towel holders that's doubling as a masking tape holder. Brilliant, by the way. Any types of hooks you're talking about, whether you're mounting your stack pack, fan up here, or you're mounting your radio, your stack pack system integrated into the wall mounts. But the track lock system is going to be an excellent addition to what you already have. Even getting into the shelves, going to be a great place to store none of your junk, right? You're going to make sure this is always clean and organized, but just an excellent addition to the system. And then your brooms, your shovels, your rakes, really cool system here. Just push it in, it's going to lock in, pull it out, and it's ready to use. Now let's look at where we've integrated now the track lock system with the stack pack system. As you can see here, the same mounts that hold the polishers up on the wall is going to integrate right here. Again, just push these down, lift that up. It's going to integrate into that stack pack rail as part of the track lock system. That's going to lock into place. And so now you've got a complete mobile modular system here that's integrating both stack pack and the new track lock system. Here's an even magnet here that you can attach any metallic things to hang on there, whether it's tools or whatever. So just a great system in track lock. This will be available in March of 2026, all of it. We're here at the Safety-Kleen booth at the SEMA Show, and this is their paint gun cleaner. And this one's doing it almost purely automatic. You hook this up in here, you hook it even to the air side, you lock out the trigger, it's got a trigger lock there, and you even have a pipe that's going into the supply side or where your paint would be going, and you can set this in here. You can set this in here, basically close the lid, set it and forget it type idea. So it's going to circulate the solvent, it's going to blast the solvent much like a dishwasher would be, but then afterwards, if you still want to clean up with it, you can actually manually turn the fluid on and take the solvent and clean off any hard spots on the paint. But what's happening here down below is you have a dirty side solvent and you have a clean side solvent. So it's going to take the clean, obviously dump it in, do the cleaning, and then dump that into the dirty side. But then you can also use the dirty side manually to clean on the gun too if you need to. So you can take your air cap off and clean that and clean any of those things that you want to manually. So really cool from Safety-Kleen, an all automatic system. So we're here at the Racer booth. So think in your head, maybe helical, but not really, because this is so much better and so much different. And the way these insert, you're literally going to drill out your thread. So you're not going to have any threads left. You're not going in with a tap because the Racer is actually doing the tapping for you.
We drilled out our hole. I'm going to go ahead and stick the insert in there. I'm just going to tap it into place because it is a tap and guide. Just want to make sure it seats. Let that guy do the work to get it in there straight. I'm going to go ahead and run it in there with an impact. That's it. back it out. That's it. Look at that.
So here goes. I've made a homemade extractor here using an oversized socket, a grade 8 bolt, and a couple of thick hardened washers. And what I'm going to try to do is pull my eraser out of this test block. So here's
the eraser's in there. We're going to try to pull that out with the homemade puller here, hardened grade 8 bolt, a couple of washers in the socket.
And I'm going to torque it to the right torque, which for this size, 8mm or 5/16/18 is around 21, 22 foot-pounds. I'm there now. That's properly torqued. Now, if it were a racing fastener, like an ARP fastener, I'd be going up to 26 or 27. That's about this much. And now I'm just going to beat the hell out of the full racer and see how it holds up. But I did design it so it has a 300% safety factor. In other words, the bolt is going to fail before the racer fails. You heard that crack? That's it. Broken grade 8 bolt. Insert still in there. Now I'm going to take it out. The fact that I can take it out proves to you right off the bat that those threads have not elongated.
So you've got a grade 8 hardened bolt. See, the threads are still fine. The bolt is great. The threads are fine. In the racer,
He's in there still.
yeah. Much different than any of your typical inserts. This is the new S2 Pro from Fanttik. Pretty cool little screwdriver. It's not just a screwdriver because what comes with it, very handy, 90-degree head as well. Snaps on. Easy to go on. You don't have to do anything, no tools or anything. Magnetizes to it and indexes itself. You have several different speeds, so there's no on and off on this. As long as you have a charge, as soon as you hit the button, there's reverse and there's forward. And then this is going to be your speeds, but also you're going to see that shown right here. So if I turn this all the way up, you'll see max power right there. You're going to get up to 250 RPM and 6 Newton meters of torque out of this. And again, we can turn the speed down and the power down if we need to. So it's going to be slower and it's going to be less power. 360-degree LED light, so you can really see what you're working on without any of the shadows. And you see all these bits here come with it as well. Even the extension right there, and you get longer bits and shorter bits, and they're just magnetized right there, so they're not hard to get out at all. Just put that in there, again, magnetized into the tool, and go do your work. And then when you're ready to put that away, stick it in there, close that. You've got a nice case to go with it as well. You even get extra storage right here, so this could be your charging cable, which, by the way, USB Type-C standard right there. So it's going to charge very easily with any of your USB Type-C chargers. And then even additional storage right there also. Again, close this up, put that under your truck seat or put it in your shop, whatever you want to do. And cool thing about this, even closed up, we can still charge this because there's the charging port right there. So the S2 Pro from Fanttik, $99.99. We're here at the Harbor Freight booth, and all the hype now is on the purple cabinet. So new color purple for the U.S. General boxes, even into their Series 3 large boxes, side cabinets, you name it. The new color is available in all these and should be available here very soon, even in the mini box. Here at the Gearwrench booth, all new hammers from Gearwrench. We have the dead blow ball peen hammer in a 24 and a 40 ounce version. We have their dead blow hammers for all your soft blow needs. And then we have ball peen hammers as well. Or you can reach for the kit that kind of has everything as well as some more. So you have your dead blow hammer, your ball peen hammer, even your mini sledge, 48 ounce, 3-pound mini sledgehammer, and even a non-marring hammer in here as well. And this kit is $199. So your hammer needs are taken care of with Gearwrench, so check them out. We're here at the SEMA Show at the Wera booth, and this is a very handy little set here. It's not your typical just wrench or socket set. It comes in this nice sturdy little case. It's not a flimsy case, but it opens up nice and easy, and I love how you pull the sockets in and out. You can pull them that all you want. They're in there. They're not going to fall out like your typical cases, but just a quick 8 turn, and that comes right out. Not hard to do. Put it down. Again, it's going to come right out till you do that 8th turn again, and it's going to lock that into place. So any of these sockets, very quickly to be able to remove those, but they're going to stay nice and firm in place once you lock them in. And then you get the socket right here, or the ratchet right here. And you can turn this, slide this back, and lock it into each one of these index locations. So use it like a driver, or turn it and use it like a ratchet. You have an extension here. You also have a 1/4-inch bit as well. So very handy little kit to have. It then packs away very easily. We're here at the Wiha booth at the SEMA Show, and we've got some really simple tools right here. They do a very good job at putting together their kits. These are the socket strips, or socket trees, if you will, and you can see you kind of turn these any way you want to. And the blue is going to be your metrics, the red's going to be your SAE, and it's just a really simple kit and great for even your impact drivers. Comes with the 3/8 adapter, 1/4-inch hex to 3/8 anvil, and impact rated as well. Very simple little kit, only 20 bucks, and you can find these at Lowe's. Again, the SAE and the metric from Wiha. We're here at the Stahlwille booth, and we're looking at the stronghold cabinets, and something interesting on these. Every drawer, 400-pound rating, not your typical ball bearing slides. These are roller slides here. Very easy to put these drawers in and out, but again, every single drawer, you can see it's locked out because it thinks this drawer is actually missing, so it won't allow me to open another drawer. Something else interesting is down at the base, this is open here, and you can actually put a forklift under it and raise these things. So it's built tough, all 14 gauge welded steel in both their drawers as well as their cabinet, and really nothing plastic here other than the urethane rollers here. Everything else is all metal. Let's put this drawer in, which is the slide, by the way. Slide it in. Now it's locked into place, and you get full depth here. So it's not tucked in here where you can't use all that space there. It's going to come all the way out, and again, 400-pound capacity on each one of these drawers. And they can really build this however you want it and whatever size you want, but they also have some predefined sizes as well. All made in the USA, out of Louisville, Kentucky.
All right, you've seen with Sata USA. Here to show you our new Jet X platform. We've done a weight reduction on the latest gun using a composite material, keeping the important components brass. Couple cool features, the trigger comes off, it's also a gun wrench as well, so you can take your nozzle set off. Some of the cool features was the weight reduction we've done, 50 grams lighter than our previous gun. And then on here, we have our Atom X Pro gauge, and you can set up for 2 guns. In this case, a base and a clear, and you just lean it whatever way you'd like. And you'll have your pressure set every time, wherever you've had it. And you'd have to fine tune it with the air micrometer down at the bottom. 1/4 turn on, 1/4 turn off. We don't recommend putting this in a gun washer. You can wipe it down. The gun can go in a gun washer, but not the gauge, please. So we're calling it our new elaborate design. Material savings is the big key with this platform. You'll notice it with your base and your clear. Less material, and equals big savings for the shop. The cutaway, I'll show you. So if you look at the blue air passage right here, the biggest difference with this gun is the air right over here does a 180-degree turn back in itself, and it prevents the rollback that you get in your taillight pockets areas or your hard vent areas. Give it a shot. I think you'll like it.